it's Joy from Well with Joy, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. And today I'm going to share with you a parable I came across this morning. And I've been thinking about it all day because it helps to put into perspective how to look at what we're going through right now in this country. Now, we're going through a lot. We're going through the pandemic. We're going through violence everywhere. And we're also going through the upcoming election. And we've had the RNC, the DNC, everybody trying to get you to vote for one party or the other. And this parable, as simple as it is, made me think about exactly how we need to be looking at this election. And so that's what I want to talk to you about. The parable is about the two sons. And it's in Matthew 21, starts in verse 29. And it's about the two sons where the father came to them and asked them to go to work in the vineyard for the whole day. Now, the first son was rude, probably abrasive, probably disrespectful, and told his father, nope, ain't doing it. And off he went. The next son came and his father said, can you go into the field? Can you work there all day in the vineyard? And the son said, oh, yes, I will. He was quite agreeable, and yes, I will, Father. What happened? The first son, who was so rude and abrasive and shot off his mouth before he thought, he ended up going into the vineyard and doing the work. He felt bad, he felt repentive, and knew he should do what his father asked him. The second son didn't go to the field. Oh, yes, he made his father feel good and told his father what his father wanted to hear, but he wasn't doing it. He had other plans, and he went off to do what he wanted to do. So how does this affect the way we think about the election today? Well, when I thought of this, I thought this is so clearly exactly what we are going through. You have the first candidate who is very, very abrasive, abrupt, rude, and sometimes just hard to take. And then you have the other candidate who says what we want to hear with a smile on his face. Well, we can't see it because he usually has a mask on, but smile on his face and very gentle, kind voice, almost a consoling voice. Don't worry, I'll do this. I'll do this. So we have those two things. And then what do you do? What do you do? One's very abrasive, hard to take, and rude. And then you have one that says what you want to hear. I'm Catholic. My faith leads me. That's what we want to hear. And we think it comes down to that. I think there's people think that he's Catholic. He says his faith leads him. That's who we should choose. I don't think it's as simple as that. I think in this parable, we have a lesson of looking beyond the first perception of something. That's what we'll say. First perception of something. And we look at it and we think that this one can't be right. This one looks good, sounds good, says what I want to hear. It has to be right. We have to go beyond first impressions. First impressions. That's what I'm looking for. So we look at our president, our current president, and what has he done for the fundamental issue, the issue that should be most important to every Catholic, every Christian, is life. So let's look. What has he done for life? He has done more for life than any other president. He's put in Supreme Court justices that are pro-life. He has stood behind the sisters to protect their religious liberty. And he has done most for pro-life. He spoke at the March for Life. He's done more than any other president has done for life. So you have that. So that's looking at those fruits. Then you have the vice president, former vice president, and his running mate. What have they done for life, the fundamental issue? Both of them. They may stand and say, Catholic, faith leads us, Catholic, but they have voted for and encouraged bills on abortion from conception clear up till birth and beyond. Sad. That's the fruit of what they're standing on, the platform they're standing on. So it comes down very simply. When you think of this parable and you think of looking at the candidates and looking at the fruits, they can both appear not what we want, or they can appear as exactly what we want. But you have to go beyond that first impression. And as a Catholic or as a Christian voting in this election, you have to do your homework, and we have to be prepared to march in there and vote for life. Now, we're going through a lot in this country, and I, for one, don't think that it's by chance. I think we are reaping what we have sown. Abortion, the sin of abortion in this country is huge. It's huge. Millions of babies have been aborted, have been killed, have been denied life in our country. And God has told us he will not be mocked. And what bigger mockery than ripping a newly conceived human being infused with a soul from God Almighty, ripping that baby from the mother's womb? What bigger mockery could you do? There's none. So I believe that we are reaping what we have sown, and I do believe that our country needs God's mercy, and we need to turn to him on our knees and pray and ask for his mercy as a country, as Christians and Catholics coming together and praying. And I have joined with thousands of other Catholics and Christians around the world praying the 54-day Rosary Novena. We're almost in the middle of that. But you can pray. There's so many prayers. You can just gather together and say just a prayer from the heart and ask God to please have mercy on our country and direct your heart and you in the right way to vote in this election. What's the best way? What should I be voting for? Who should I be voting for? And God will answer you. If you ask you truly want direction, he'll answer you and he'll show you. I have a couple videos I'm going to post down below, which will actually talk to you. They're good for Catholic voters, telling you what you need to consider, what you should be looking at, and what you need to be considering when we go forth into this election period. And I'll link those below. And also Heather over at A Catholic Mom's Life has done videos on the 54-day Rosary. She has videos for every group of mysteries: joyful, sorrowful, glorious, and luminous. And you can follow along with her and pray with her. That is really, she's done such a nice job with that, and has her voice is nice. It's just very calming and very, very well done. So I'll put the links to those down below too. So just let me know. Let me know. Are you joining in the 54-day Rosary Novena? Are you praying? How are you praying for our country and for this election? Going forward, just thinking, do we want someone in office who's going to promote life and life issues? Or do we want someone who's going to push for death? That's what it comes down to. In my heart, in my mind, that's what it comes down to. That's where I am. So I look forward to hearing from you. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you're joining, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.